It was my first time in Hollywood. I came alone on a trip after saving a little money and getting time off work. And just like all the others that come to the city, I went to all the usual tourist spots. One of them was the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Something you quickly realize when you go to Hollywood is that everything looks really underwhelming. It's also very dirty, but even then, it was still fun getting to see everything I'd only seen in movies and TV. Aside from all the gift shops, one thing that some areas like the Walk of Fame has are street performers. Some will do tricks while others are just people dressed up in costumes. There was this one guy who happened to be dressed like a killer clown from a horror movie. I recognized the costume because it was my little brother's favorite film. Even though he looked a little scary, I decided to get a picture with him because I knew my little brother would get a kick out of seeing it. As soon as he was finished taking a picture with another tourist, I went up to him and asked if I could be next. But instead of answering, all the guy did was look me up and down like a creep. And even after that, he still didn't say anything. He just nodded, yes. I was uncomfortable getting close to him to take a selfie, but I did it anyway. The whole time, all I could think about was him breathing on me. So I took the picture quickly and I thanked him. I tried giving him some money as a tip, but for some reason, he wouldn't take it. So I just thanked him and got out of there quickly. As I was walking away, I took a look at the picture I'd just taken. And just like I thought, the creep wasn't even looking at the camera. All he did was stare at me in the picture. There was no way that I was showing this picture to my brother, so I just erased it. Even though I was disappointed, at least I didn't pay for it. I carried on going to all the other places that I wanted to see in Hollywood. I ate at In-N-Out Burger for lunch and did a little more sightseeing after that. I was pretty tired by the time the sun started going down. I eventually went back around the area near the Hollywood Walk of Fame, since it was close to my motel. I wanted to buy a few things at the gift shop to take back home, but as I was doing a bit of shopping, that's when I happened to see the clown again. I thought. I would have thought that he would have gone home by now, but I guess these street performers work the whole day or something. I decided to go to another gift shop that was farther away, but while shopping there, I caught a glimpse again of the clown. Now, I'm thinking this guy's following me, but there's no way I could totally be sure of that since he was taking pictures with tourists. Maybe he really was just working. But since he was really creeping me out, I finally just decided to call it a night. I started walking towards the motel since it was just a few blocks away. Even though it was nighttime, there were still a lot of people around, so I felt kind of safe. But as I was walking, to my horror, I saw the clown following me. He was a bit far away, but there was no mistaking that it was him. I knew he was following me since it was too much of a coincidence, so I ran the rest of the way back to the motel without even looking back. As I got to the entrance, that's when I finally took a look around. I was relieved to see that he was nowhere in sight. I eventually made my way to my room. After taking a shower, I ate some snacks as I watched a movie on pay-per-view. But just as I was about to turn in, I heard something tapping on the window. I honestly thought I was going to have a heart attack when I realized what it was. Near the side of the parking lot, behind some bushes, was the clown. He was throwing pebbles at my window to get my attention. And to make matters worse, it looked like he was touching himself. The sicko must have wanted me to come to the window to catch me in my pajamas or something. Even though I was scared, I quickly called the cops and I locked myself in the bathroom. I was just hoping the guy wouldn't attempt to break down my door before the cops came. Fortunately, the cops came pretty quickly, but when I came out to meet them, They told me that they didn't see anybody outside. They figured the sirens must have scared him off, but they did tell me that they would follow up on the incident and look for him the next day around the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Regardless, I wasn't going to stick around. It sucked, but I ended up paying more money to just stay somewhere better. Even though I didn't see the clown again, I unfortunately had a hard time enjoying the rest of my stay in Hollywood. Because I had no idea how the guy looked underneath the makeup and costume, I realized he could be just about anybody that I saw in public. So I was pretty much paranoid the whole time. It wasn't until I got home that I was finally able to somewhat relax. To this day, however, even though it's unlikely, I still have this underlying fear that he somehow followed me home. It's terrifying to think that he could one day be near me, and I wouldn't even know it.